Breaking this midday, this is all that's left of a house in Otsego after an explosion just a few hours ago. This is right on the Hennepin and Wright County border. While investigators are trying to figure out what triggered the explosion, there is some good news. The Wright County Sheriff told us nobody was inside the home at the time. If you travel near that area, be aware that there are some road closures near the scene. In a matter of minutes, the U.S. Attorney will give us an update on the recent mosque arsons in Minneapolis. This comes after the suspect, Jackie Little, appeared in court this morning. Prosecutors say Little was seen on camera at two mosques in Minneapolis before the fires began. In an affidavit written by an ATF agent, Little's mom told them that he's had a fascination with fire from a young age. She also said she suspects him in other unreported arsons. Little appeared in federal court earlier this week. This morning, the newly appointed University of Minnesota Regents started looking for an interim president. Joan Gable left Minnesota to be the chancellor at the University of Pittsburgh. An interim president for the U is expected to be chosen in time for the fall semester. 10 minutes ago, Allina health workers announced they are planning to go on strike Monday, May 15th. Union members and leaders say the 7-day strike will happen if they cannot reach a contract deal with Allina Health between now and then. More than 500 workers would be affected by the strike, including physical therapists and lab techs. The announcement comes as Minnesota nurses are set to share a new report on concerns for safe staffing. Nurses will share data from last year detailing how short staffing negatively impacts patient care. Right now, Minnesota nurses are rallying behind the Keeping Nurses at the Bedside Act. It's a bill addressing the short staffing crisis making its way through the state legislature.
You got to get outside on your lunch break. Beautiful conditions with temperatures reaching the mid-70s. But I want to show you, we have some changes on the way. I'll put this graphic into motion. You can see this boundary stalling to the south come tomorrow morning. It's possible we can see some showers, maybe perhaps a couple rumbles of thunder early tomorrow morning. But most of this looks to stay in southern Minnesota throughout the daytime and morning hours. I do think a couple showers possibly could creep up into the metro come tomorrow. So there is a chance at some hit or miss showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder throughout the day tomorrow, but more dry time than wet tomorrow. And that's really the unsettled pattern that things will go into through even early next week and through the middle part of next week. So we'll have that shower threat, that shower chance for a good portion on the 7-day forecast that you'll see coming up in just a little bit. All right, temperatures today, enjoy the 70s. Absolutely beautiful. Your 7-day forecast will show that rain moving in tomorrow and then that lasting through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You'll see highs in the low 70s, late day rain possible, cooler on Wednesday morning, that low of 55, but you'll see that high temperature right at 71. Enjoy the day.
And also make sure to download the KARE 11 weather app. It will help you plan your days outside this month while the rain goes back and forth between pleasant and rainy. We want to give you the latest fire danger update for the metro as well. You can see by the map on the left that there's high fire danger for the entire region. The map on the right shows that burning is very restricted today, and you'll need either a state-approved permit to burn in the East Metro and a variance permit to burn in the North. Prince will soon be on the road to immortality. The Minnesota Senate just voted to rename a 7-mile stretch of the Highway 5 between Chanhassen and Eden Prairie to Prince Rogers Nelson Memorial Highway. New signs would be printed in purple, signifying the new name. Now the bill is headed to Governor Walz's desk. Taste of Minnesota is also coming back, and this afternoon we'll find out what musicians are hitting the stage and which food vendors will be there. The old festival was in St. Paul, but this year it's going to be in Minneapolis. Once we know who is performing, we'll fill you in on our later newscasts and online at KARE11.com. All right, NBC News Now continues next. We're back with local updates in just half an hour. Enjoy your beautiful afternoon.